Door hardware is the handshake of the home. It's the first thing they greet you, and it tells you a lot about what you're going to see inside. So take a minute. Look at the door hardware in your home. Do you like what it says about you? If not, you're going to really like where I am today. I'm here at Baldwin to learn all about how to pick out the right door hardware. I'm hitting the road, searching for answers, and finding great design. It's a quest for beauty, function, and of course, inspiration. How should somebody decide what type of door hardware they want? Because you go into the stores and it's just like a giant wall and there's so much everywhere and there's too many decisions and there's all these different types and weird names that you don't know.
Yep, and finishes and styles and everything else. It really boils down to three different things. First of all, it's your personal style. What type of house do you have? Is it colonial? Is it traditional? Is it rustic? Okay? Once you've narrowed that down, then you start looking at those individual styles. Look at the finish. Are you looking for a bright brass type finish? Is it more of a rustic finish or a nickel, a polished nickel? Is it more of a modern, contemporary look? Do you want a rustic sort of cabin look, or is it a traditional? Is it a Cape Cod type home that you want a bright brass? Once you've narrowed down the finishes, okay, narrow down the colors, then you want to look at durability. If this is going to be on your front door, it's going to be what represents your house for an extended period of time. It's the first thing that someone sees when they come to your house. You want it tarnishing after 3 to 5 years. You wouldn't want your house to look bad after 3 to 5 years.
Is that a big problem with door hardware? It
really is. Depending on the type of finish you have on it, if you don't have what's called PVD on the finish, and Baldwin actually has an extremely strong PVD.
What is PVD for somebody who doesn't know door hardware?
We basically put another coating on the overall material to seal out all the weather. What it does is it eliminates the ability for air to get to the brass.
Because otherwise it would tarnish and look really
ugly.
Exactly.
It starts to tarnish, starts to change color. What you don't want to do is, if you want to keep a bright brass finish, you want to have PVD on that. Especially if you're spending this kind of money. Door hardware is a lot of money. And if you want it to last a long time, it's worth investing a little bit more to make sure that you have the highest quality in your front door. Okay? From a durability standpoint though, look for a recognized brand name. The recognized brand name will last not only from the finish standpoint, but also from the functionality. The last thing you want is for the knobs start loosening up, for the door not to completely latch. It just gives a bad impression.
Or for your lock not to work. I mean, that's a nightmare.
If your lock doesn't work, that's a big problem. That's right. You got to make sure that all the mechanics are working.
When you go to buy door hardware,
right.
All doors have different holes in them and different sizes. What do you do? How do you go to a door hardware place to pick it out?
Well, there are a couple different places to shop hardware. There's a showroom which specializes in door hardware. And what they'll have is they'll have walls and walls of just door hardware. Or you could go to one of the big box stores and they'll have your 40-foot display of hardware. There are a couple different ways to do it. The easiest way is if you were to take a photo of your door with a ruler next to it, you could take that to any showroom and they could fit you with exactly the right size hardware for your door.
It's as easy as taking a picture?
It's as easy as taking a picture.
Just take a digital picture.
That's right. That's all you need to do with a ruler next to it. And you could take that in. They could show what sizes, what your back sets are.
So tape a ruler to your door?
Tape a ruler to your door. Okay. Take a digital picture of it and bring that to a showroom.
Do you have to take off the hardware?
It would help if you took off the hardware. Then we could see exactly where the holes would be. But if you don't have that savvy to take off your hardware, take a picture of your door and we can help you from there.
And that's all you need to know?
That's all you need to know to start with. That's right.
Buying a doorknob is a step in the right direction, but come on, if you really want to make a statement, you've got to deck out your door, which means getting hinges, door knockers, anything that stands out. After all, this is the first thing people will see when they come up to your door, and you want it to be a good handshake. Check out my website, askthedecorator.com, to discover more about this topic, read informative how-to articles, or watch other videos from my trip. You'll find a variety of helpful decorating advice when you stop by.